Good morning. Happy Friday. I had a commenter on my video about Pink Camera Magic's the end result of her civil lawsuit, who is telling me that I don't understand reasonable suspicion because it's harder to get than I think. And I don't know how I can explain this any easier than it is almost never found that the cops did not have reasonable suspicion. It is a rare case. When you go in challenging reasonable suspicion, you expect to lose because the cops can say the dumbest things to establish reasonable suspicion. In Terry v. Ohio, men were going up and looking in store windows. Men were going up and looking into store windows, walking away and talking about it. That was enough to establish reasonable suspicion. Just by saying that the articulable facts were that men were walking up to store windows, looking in them, and walking away back to a street corner and talking. Illinois v. Wardlow. A man was standing at the corner of a building in a high crime neighborhood, saw cops, ran while carrying an opaque bag. That's it. That's all the cops had to articulate to establish reasonable suspicion. Man standing at the corner of a building. Check. Completely legal. All right. High crime neighborhood. Check. Not illegal to be in a high crime neighborhood. Running when he sees the police. Not illegal. Capable of innocent explanation. Still reasonable suspicion. In addition to the ludicrously low bar that it takes of facts that the cop has to articulate to establish that it wasn't just a mere hunch, but it was a hunch supported by articulable facts. In addition to that low bar, the cop can make a reasonable mistake of fact. I thought he had a gun in his hand. It was a cell phone. Yeah, but I thought it was a gun. It looked like a gun to me. Check. Reasonable suspicion. Finally, as if all of that wasn't an absurdly low bar, the cop can make a reasonable mistake of law. The cop can say, I thought the law meant this, and be totally effing wrong about it, and still establish reasonable suspicion. I thought the state statute required people to have 2 working brake lights in the rear, and it only requires 1. I was wrong, but that's check for still reasonable suspicion. If you are under some absurd idea that there is anything other than being completely incompetent that prevents a cop from establishing reasonable suspicion for any stop that he makes, you are wrong. You're not just wrong, you're ridiculously wrong. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.